Hello, welcome to part 2 of episode 4. Just right here, we're replaying some footage of our Stumpy kills that we recorded, made audio recording in part 1. And during this kind of segment here, I believe we clear around 8 or 9 Stumpies. Ordinarily, I I don't really advocate for people clearing an excessive amount of area bosses on each channel. I think, it's a little bit selfish, but for the purposes of our Iron Man challenge here, I can justify us doing it, even if it sounds a little hypocritical, but I'll be able to sleep at night knowing that we at least gained something from doing it. Stumpy did drop a couple of scrolls for us and equipments that we'll be keeping an eye on. Still not sure what to do with them yet. And this is just pretty standard. We're just clearing stumps in the map, trying to ensure there's enough mob, spawn, or space for Stumpy to spawn. Our inventory is getting a little full here, so we're just getting rid of the low level items. I think we completely forgot to loot those freaking drops down there. I don't know what we're doing. I think we're just kind of in a rush to quickly locate the Stumpies and kill them quick, just so we get them and no one else does. And here we switch to our slow spear because it's just a little more efficient at killing a more bulky boss, I suppose. Same kind of deal as before. We're gonna just speak when we want to commentate on something that is coming up. But this was quite a long grinding session we did here in part 2. This was around 5 hours. Can't believe we did 5 hours of this. We just quested, knocked out most of Victoria Island's quests, at least the ones that were doable or worth doing. And we're kind of getting our first NX cards on this character right now. So I was kind of mulling over a thought that if we can collect enough of these cards and get a good amount of NX, like a few thousand, we might consider doing those Miwok releases. So like a Gachapon-esque type venture. Although, now that I'm kind of talking a lot about it, I actually don't think that's a good idea. Since the odds are stacked against us, we're not going to have many rolls on that. I don't think we're going to get anything good like a PGC or something out of 5 rolls, or less or more, like slightly more, I don't know. I think you'd need several hundred for it to be worthwhile. Got a lucky roll there on the ice cooler. Got a nice sandal, 2 luck, 1 strength, so 1 more accuracy, and nice to have the extra strength. And that means we're not going to be using any of the warrior shoes we acquired. We'll probably just hang on to a couple, just a dummy scroll. If we have a shoe scroll we want to, use a bad luck on. And particularly because these shoes have 6 speed on them, which is a stat that I sorely miss playing a warrior. I'm just a little too used to being on a mobile class like a Night Lord, having flash jump and haste all the time. So having to walk everywhere like this, rely on these marginal speed boosts, has been pretty agonizing. But it is a part of the grind, and we're improvising, we're adapting. Just taking care of the second Icarus quest here, so we can get that Icarus cape when it's time to get it. We do have to pop a sniper pill here to reliably kill these wraiths, which is okay. But towards the end, we are starting to start to run low on the sniper pills, but I think it's just in time, because we're going to be heading to Ludi pretty soon in the next episode. I believe we hit level 42 at the very end. Right after we finish that Icarus Cape quest, we'll be at 42. So I think that's a good timing. When we hit 43, we're going to head over there, because we are still a little short on accuracy. Like we're kind of in the shit now. I did a little more looking into things. Apparently we need, like, some mobs are going to require 70, maybe even 80 accuracy. Even if we're not under leveled, we're going to need that much just to hit them at 100%. And I don't know where the hell we're going to get that much more accuracy. So with the Impaler, that'll be like 33 or somewhere around there. And actually we realized this a little further into this session here. So we actually put 10 decks. We have 10 base decks now. Picked up some Gachapon tickets for a little episode we're gonna have later. But yes, we caved finally. We're putting some in decks now. Like, we can't, be stubborn any longer. We have to get a little base decks in. I'm willing to go up to 20. I'm not gonna compromise and go any more than that. Like, if we can't play the game with 20 base decks, we need to kind of reconsider and look at ourselves as a player, I think. So 10 will be just fine. We still have a lot of empty equipment slots we can still get items for, and we still have to scroll anything at all. So we have a lot of potential to get more accuracy, and I figure that the 10 deck strength that went into decks should kind of reduce any scrolling requirements for accuracy or decks in favor of getting weapon attack and strength. So in the end, it should be relatively the same, just having attacking gear versus accuracy gear. It might actually even end up allowing us to do more damage in the end, just because we won't have to worry about being able to hit every little thing. So right now we picked up our first set of Nautilus quests, or we picked them up first. We're just kind of mapping it out in our head. And it seems like we're going to go to Sleepywood to take care of some evil eyes. Just went to Florina Beach because I saw there was a quest available. We're going to just get some coconuts. I think we're going to get a whole lot of them, because I think there's another quest in Orbis, the Bone Helm one, that's going to require us to get a couple coconuts. So we're just going to do that. And this is kind of where we get a little sketched, because we can't even hit these Lorangs or these Lupins. It's not good at all, because I kind of want to quest in Florina Beach kind of soon here. These aren't even advanced high-level mobs. Ugh, warriors. It's taken some getting used to, but we'll be fine, I think. Because we know now. We know. And as long as we know, we have our work cut out for us, and we're more than willing to put in the work. I think we're shooting for 30 coconuts here. Because I don't know the numbers off the top of my head. I think that Bonehelm wants us to get 20. And if it's more than that, we'll just come back. It's no big deal. Just gonna skip that Florina Beach quest for now, since those Lorangs are gonna be a pain to try to hit. And we're gonna start out doing some jump quests. I actually haven't done these jump quests before on any account ever, so this is my first time doing these jump quests. So you'll kind of see how I do. unequip the spear so I can see my feet a little better. The only kind of reps I got with these is from those GM events in the lounge. They always have those stupid Lupins throwing bananas at you when they have those community jump quests. So I have a little familiarity there. So once again, our strategy is just trying to abuse the iframes and any momentum that can help us with those, I guess, hazards. Yeah, this jump quest was kind of difficult. I struggled with it, especially at the very end with all those stupid Lupins. Yeah, just abusing iframes there. And I almost quit towards while we were doing this quest. I almost just tapped out, just because I was actually getting just slightly tilted at the end. We could not figure out the timing on these bananas, but we committed so much time, so we just kind of stuck it out, persevered, and got through. Figured out a strategy. We get hit by that banana to skip that entire second column. keep falling. But it's good that we found out that strategy there. Stuck here for quite a while. But I think a lot of these jump quest type quests, they don't have to be so painful. It kind of depends on just your natural aptitude for doing jump quests. Like, I know I had a buddy, he loved jump quests. In fact, he loved them so much he learned how to optimize every single one in the game to where he could just do them with his eyes closed. He would never fall or anything. And he knew all these shortcuts, like the one we just found, but up for different jump quests. And I remember in the Halloween event, he taught me how to do the hard mode Witch Tower jump quest. So that was cool of him to teach me. Just enabled me to farm a lot of enchanted peppermints and lollipops. Spellbound lollipops. But yeah, I digress. Let's just focus on the footage here. This is going to go on for like 15 more minutes. And we're getting close and we're getting pissed. See, we're just kind of force it there, but just brute force it. And like I said, it doesn't work. You just fail if you try to brute force it. We got really close one time. That one attempt where we were just continuously running into the banana, and right there I was trying to see if we climbed up higher, if we could let the banana hit us and then we could skip both of the columns. But I don't think we can. I don't think that's gonna be doable. So we're gonna revert to our original strategy. Just skip the second column. There we go, finally, we've done it. That was a relief to get done. We're gonna do one more jump quest actually. We have one more jump quest. One more. Clearing the curse eyes here, getting the tails. I think we have 3 quests that are asking us to get them. So we'll just knock them all out at once. This is a pretty good spawn right for the map. We try to see if we can hit the Junior Boogie with a sniper pill, but I guess they're a little too high. I think they have 37 avoidability, which is insane. So we won't even be able to hit that at like level 64, I don't think. Or I'll anticipate on being able to. And we're just gonna kind of got the sauna robe quest. It's a cool item. It's kind of like a very OG item back in the day for Dexless Sins. You saw like a Sin wearing one of those and the brown straw hat, you know they were gonna be dishing out some 3K lucky 7s. You check it out. That quest is too much of a pain in the ass right now. I'm not doing that. So we're gonna just skip that for now. Here's a second jump quest. It's kind of intimidating not knowing which platform is safe, so we just kind of play cautiously. We throw coins up in the air above us to see if the platform above us at least is safe. Get as much information as we can and mark the platforms that we can stand on. So if we do fall, it's just easy to get back to our last position. Actually, we're just completely guessing here. We got pretty lucky on our guesses. So this second part of this jump quest gives us a little bit of trouble, but we're just mainly trying to abuse those iframes and momentum being hit. Although sometimes it backfires and it shoots us right down to between the gap all the way down to the bottom. Does that to us a few times, which is a little infuriating. But that is the nature of a jump quest. Like I'm not really a fan of doing jump quests, like any jump quest, but after I do the same one a couple of times, I start to get proficient at it. Just the example being the Zakum jump quest for getting that breath of lava. Done that a lot. Done that like maybe dozens, maybe even 100 times, just because I used to farm Eyes of Fire. But you'll kind of see what my aptitude is for that jump quest when we get there for the Zakum pre-quests. Hopefully I can back up my game that I'm talking right now. But yeah, we getting close. I think this is it, where this is the attempt that we do clear this jump quest. So not too much trouble. And we're killing some curse eyes for getting Camilla's letter, and to also get some curse eye tails, because I'm just kind of guessing and predicting that after we turn in that Strange Dish 1 quest, it's going to ask for curse eye tails. And also cold eye tails, I think. But I don't really want to walk that far. I'm not even sure if we can hit the cold eyes, so we skip that for now. And we're usually not a quester. We don't quest normally. It's been so long since I've cared about even clicking on an NPC with a light bulb. So we completely missed that sign at the entrance of this map, the 99 kill quest. And we realized this right after we get our etc. items. So that was kind of a stupid moment right there. But it's okay. That just gives us more curse eye tails in the end for other quests that might need them, and more opportunity to kill lupins for their bananas. And yeah, once again, we're using the slow spear for this part here, just because the fish spear is it's so weak. We're using a level 25 spear, level 40. Like, it's not the best at clearing things. Like, it'd be applicable for stumps, but not here, I don't think. So I'm pretty stoked for level 43 when we can wear the Impaler, because we're going to be scrolling it. As soon as we can wear it, we're going to be scrolling it And that'll be kind of a fun little live commentary segment we'll do. Hopefully we'll be able to celebrate a good outcome. We have the 5 spear 60s that we'll be using on it, and if it goes well, we can farm for some more of them to finish it off. And of course, we're going to be using dummy scrolls, dummy 60s intermittently if we feel unlucky for the next slot on the spear. And hopefully we'll be able to capture the wonders of dummy scrolling. Hopefully we'll just call that a slot will fail, and it does fail on dummy. That would be something, wouldn't it? And yes, we accepted that kill quest now, I think. Finally woke up, opened our eyes. I think these curse eyes drop Black Bull's deed for the land. Land deed? Or is that golems? I don't remember. But they do drop a rare etc. item, I think. But we're not looking for it. I don't really care about it. So once we finish up here, we're gonna turn any quests in Sleepywood that we can, and we'll head back to the Nautilus, I think, to wrap up that kind of batch of Nautilus quests. I mean, the benefit we gained was kind of marginal. I think they were level 30 quests, so we didn't get like a ton of experience for our level, and I don't think any good rewards came either. Yeah, we were correct. I guess our instinct was right. We were able to just knock back-to-back weird recipe quests out, and indeed it was the cold eyes that are next. Just hanging on to that strength helmet, because we won't have a Zachem helmet for a very long time, and just kind of I'm trying to think of what helmets we'll be using. That's a good helmet. Besides the brown straw hat. I'll have to do some research there. Yeah, so maybe somewhere down the line we'll get our sauna robe, just to kind of have a completion. And here I am just trying to kill some snails. I'm looking for some garnet ores. I was kind of shocked to see that we didn't have a single garnet ore. I'm pretty sure these snails drop them, but that was for, I think, memeing second worry. I don't think it matters now. Like that was a low level quest. And I'm sure we'll get some garnet ores farther down the line as we're grinding heavily. So we're heading to Mushroom Shrine here, and this part here is bad. This was I got angry during this segment here, like silent rage, because we were looking for the newspaper hat, and per the monster book, the newspaper hat is still on the first page, so it's not like the rarest drop these things can give. And I think we land like 20 drops that are more rare technically. Like we got a ton of the Dao Chen swords. We got two-handed sword attack 30%. We got like numerous amounts of just stuff that was just rarer apparently on the table than the newspaper hat. But the newspaper hat didn't drop for like 3 hours. This is the bulk of this video here, is us killing these stupid cloud foxes for a newspaper hat. And I'm not going to spoil whether we get it or not, but I'm just kind of voicing my frustration here on the video. But I really wanted it because the quest gives us a overall Dex 30. That's the reward, and like shoot, if we're gonna go with the overall for at least for now, I want to be able to scroll it with a overall Dex 30. So this is going to be a very, very long time of just doing this map rotation here. Like, I'm still fresh right now at this time you're watching, but as this drags on, as our cloud, foxtail, etc.'s just pile up in stacks of 200, you'll kind of start seeing me lose my sanity here, where I'll start making mistakes. Like, I think I waste a few pots just from like misclicking and fat fingering a couple buttons. And then you see me start checking the monster book more and more often as time drags on. So this definitely has to be a mistake, like in the game file. The newspaper hat is surely the rarest drop these things give, and it should reflect that in the monster book, because when it was like on page 1 in the middle of it, that misled me thinking we had like a good chance of getting it in a reasonable amount of time. Because there's some fuckery about here. We got destroyed. We got destroyed this in this little segment here. And I was kind of chill at first because I figured if we do get a ton of cloud fox tails, we can just do the exchange quest, and you know, it's not just a etc. item taking up space in our inventory. I thought the exchange quest would give us experience, but it actually doesn't. So now that I know that, I'll only be turning in dark cloud fox tails for that brown war glove. That's the only exchange I will be doing, because the cloud fox tails don't have a reward pool that has a brown war glove in it. And switch back to the fish spear because, you know, more mobility. These aren't tough mobs to down. I am still not quite tilted yet. I am not constantly opening my inventory. I am not constantly clicking on the monster book. But we're getting close to just quitting and just calling it. And I figure at this point, I think right here in game, I wasn't even sure if they dropped them anymore. I was questioning reality itself. So I was gonna wait till I completed the monster book so that I could look on this character for myself to see what the drop table was. And see that two-handed sword for 30%. That's the very last item on the monster book drop tab for these monsters. And it dropped for us. But still no freaking newspaper hat. So you see, that's my first I checked the monster book for the first time there. You're gonna see me check it about 20 more times. Another two-handed sword, 30% attack. What the? I'm trying not to use any expletives, but like, you know, what the heck? What the heck? It has to be a game file. It has to be a mistake. The newspaper hat it's got to be the rarest drop. It cannot be in the middle of the first page. It's not possible. So the screw up in question here is we accidentally eat a bunch of the, I guess, the stakes, the 13 weapon attack kind of event. attack pot. We fat finger, or we're tilted, so we accidentally hit the button more than once. We change the hotkey eventually though, so that it's locked behind another button, so we won't excessively eat them when trying to repot. And here I am just kind of trying to toe the line a little bit each time. So in my mind, I'm saying, if by the time that little ham button, that ham buff runs out and we still haven't gotten the newspaper hat, we'll think about, tapping out and doing something else. And then each time we don't get it, we keep setting a new, I guess, threshold on when we're going to quit. Because the more time you grind at doing something, the more you just want to see it through to the end. And I think we get a full level from just Cloud Fox's level 41. Isn't that crazy? We killed probably over 1,000 of these. Because I counted around 800 and 900 Cloud Foxtails towards when we sort of do our final count at the middle of this segment here. Which is ridiculous. But this is a game. This is not worth getting pissed off about. Like, this is supposed to be enjoyable, but this was not. I'm just saying this was not enjoyable. But we're doing it. We're choosing to do it. So we're gonna not complain anymore, because no one's forcing us to do this. We're choosing to do this ourselves. So we have no right to complain or bitch and moan. If anything, positivity, finding some positivity where there is none, is the best way to go about these situations. And in my head, I'm just thinking about how we have to kill those crows, kill those fire raccoons next after this. And I'm just wanting to kind of get on with it and just do them. And yes, we're getting tilted now, I believe, at this point in the game. And we are just checking the monster book for each little item that seems to be rarer than the newspaper hat, and just confirming that it is indeed on the first page. It seems to be like you either get the newspaper hat immediately or you don't, and you have to grind like how I am right now. Because I've seen some people they kill their first clump of Cloud Foxes and it drops for them. And it was also the case for my Night Lord. I just wasn't even looking for it. I just randomly killed a Cloud Fox and out came the newspaper hat. Didn't turn it in ever. I just kind of held on to it as a novelty item. Maybe I'll try to sell it for like 500 mil or something. See if anyone buys it, because I would have bought it for 500 mil instead of doing this crap. Okay, sorry, no more negativity. Just enjoy the grind here. This is an Iron Man. This is supposed to test your iron will. Yes, got like 5 Dao Chen swords, which are apparently kind of uncommon. Although I think they're pretty common. We got like 5. Not sure what their usefulness is. And towards this segment here and the end of it all, we're starting to count cloud foxtail stacks and using that as our threshold. And then we're just raising it by 100 each time, just telling ourselves it's going to drop in the next stack of 100 cloud foxtails. It's got to. And it does not. It does not. And in hindsight, this actually wasn't that bad of a grind. It wasn't. I don't think it exceeded 3 hours. I don't think it did. Because later on, I'm sure it will be like a serious, actually bad grind would be like 8 hours. And I'm not sure why I can't really handle super long grinds anymore, because I used to back in the day. No problem, I could grind for an entire day and not even like be tired. I could still function at a relatively high level. I guess that's just something that happens when you get older. You can't stay focused for a super long time. I think that was, we just dumped 5 of our AP into decks right there. We're about to do it again. I think that was our second time doing this. We have 10 in decks now. And oh, we're 42. So actually at the end of this video, we hit 43. So never mind. We're going to be going straight to Ludi at the end of this video. Clearly I'm just a little bit tired from this long grind we just did in part 2. Played all day today. Yep, here it is. I'm sorry for the profanity, but I typed that out and we leave. We're done. I'm not doing that. So moving on to the crows. These are kind of the target mob we talked about in episode 3. Quote unquote target mob. I don't think I'm targeting these because these are flyers and I hate flyers. They're just hard to hit. And also, it's also the very hardest drop, the very least likely to drop. So I was already kind of worn thin from Cloud Foxes, so we're just going for the feathers. I don't care about anything else. If we started here, we probably would have grinded here for a little while, trying to look for shoe jumps. Yep, just done. And now for the fire raccoons. And I saw there are cloud foxes here in this map also, and couldn't resist but trying to find the newspaper hat. So we're not just ignoring the cloud foxes, we're killing everything. Just really trying to get the newspaper hat. But yes, the fire raccoons go quick. They're just a kill quest. Dao Chen sword gets me a little more tilted because that's apparently more rare than the newspaper hat. And also the scroll that just dropped is also more rare than the newspaper hat. And I was just tallying up in my head how many items had dropped that were supposedly or purportedly rarer than the newspaper hat. And it was like 20 or something stupid like that. And just trying not to think about it and just focus on the matter of fact that we didn't get it yet and we should keep trying until we do get it. So we see a bunch of Shawa quests that are available to us. We just walk around, make sure we don't miss any, try to accept them all. We'll be probably spending a good time of Shawa, time in Shawa later, and sorry, just to kind of chime in here, we did something extremely stupid just now as we exchanged all of our cloud foxtails. And Hanako, she has more quests that come, which are requiring foxtails also. She's going to ask for 200, and then after that, 300. So had we not turned in those foxtails, we would be done with both of them. But this is both a blessing in disguise for a reason you'll see later, because we're going to go and finish this 200 gathering quest at least. But anyways, backtracking, we're going to be spending a lot of time in Shawa, namely the hideout, when we're at the appropriate level and accuracy rating because of Anego. We'll be killing that female boss quite often. We're going to try to. And we're going to always go in at 0% experience, I think, because it's also going to be practice for maintaining Berserk on that boss. And I'm not quite sure how we're going to do it, because the slap is going to just destroy us if we lose focus for even a second. I'm wondering, how do you stay zerked after she slaps you? Like, surely you gotta heal back up, otherwise if she does another slap, you're just done for. So, right, back in where we first started, trying to get that stack of 200 cloud foxtails, and we get closer and closer to 200. You know, the hope fades away in our mind. We're defeated. We've given up on getting the newspaper hat. We're pretty sure it doesn't even exist in the game now. And yeah, about to finish this collection. We're almost done now. Seems like we grinded this for around 2 hours. Stupid foxes for 2 hours. And you see that? We got the newspaper hat right then at the very, very end of that 200 foxtail collection quest. So it was a blessing in disguise that we exchanged those foxtails. Otherwise, we would have just left and quit. And correction, it's actually 400 foxtails that she's asking for now. We'll do that later. I don't have the tolerance to grind more of those mobs. I've done that enough now. Just wrapping up some quests that we are starting and done with. And this is the final part here, is we're gonna get our Icarus Cape and wrap up the session for episode 4. Because this was so long, we were so burnt out from doing this grinding session. And it was just bad timing, because had we not gone to Bushman Shrine, this would have been a little more tolerable. Because these witch grasses don't drop witch grasses very often at all. It's kind of an uncommon thing to come out of them. And I realized that those witch grasses, you can only hit them from the right side for it to register. You can't hit it. You can't attack or regular normal attack from the left. It just won't register. And here we're getting pissed. Just spamming normal attack because it's not going through. And each time we get a string of witchgrass that doesn't give us anything, get a little more frustrated. And we're trying to see if we can hit the Krokos, which we cannot. Decided against burning Maple Pops right now because Dial is level 65 mob. And there's no chance we're going to be able to take him out anytime soon. So we'll just be patient and wait for the time to kill the crocos naturally. This takes us a little while because these bush grasses didn't drop as often as I thought they would. They were even more rare than the plant samples in Alinea. So I think we're halfway with the bush grass. We make a little bit of a error after we get all 20 of these. We actually head to Alinea and into the malady map because I thought weird medicine with weird vibes came from those things. Just a lapse in memory. But then after that we fix our mistake and go over to the actual wraiths. It was a dumb mistake because we actually ended up burning a lot of maple pops, thinking that we needed to kill the maladies. So really, in reality, just needed to head over to the wraiths. I'm not sure what we're going to do for the next episode yet. I'll have to kind of plan it out a little bit. We might take a short break here just from the game because we have been playing a lot, and maybe some time away from it will be a good thing. I think it will be a good thing. It'll probably be a lot more fresh when we do resume and give us some time to think and plan out our gameplay. Just so we don't have to keep improvising and changing the plan on the fly like we're doing lately. So just establish what we're going to do and just follow through instead of ping-ponging and bouncing back and forth on what we're doing. And you can see that these witch grasses are dropping so infrequently that after I clear it out, I just immediately walk away from it, just assuming that nothing will come out of it. And yeah, I think we're done with that. And here's the mistake we were talking about. We go over to the maladies. And I was stunned to see that they were level 55, so we did pop a maple pop here, and we did use one of our 40 attack weapon pots, which enables us to kill them, not surprisingly. 100 accuracy is crazy. That is why we love maple pops. Just lets you do content that is way, way over your level. And I think we realize now that we fucked up. We're at the wrong place. Heading over to the wraiths. Got one of our viewers here. We chat with him real quick, although we try not to get too preoccupied with chatting because we're gonna have some pots active we want to use all the time. But yeah, he's a good guy. It's always kind of encouraging to have a viewer talk to you in game. Just kind of lets you know that what you're doing is entertaining, I guess, in a way to them, or you're doing a good job, kind of. Actually, none of that was said, but it's just cool to have people watching, because I don't know how many people actually watch this series. I'm just kind of treating it as an audio log as opposed to a video for people to watch, I guess. So we do actually end up using maple pops for these because we can't hit these well at all. And we also use another 40 weapon attack pot because we kind of want to kill these quickly because they hit so hard. We're not zerking here anymore. So we broke a rule. We broke the 7th rule. We're not going to be zerking. When we closed out there because we were getting wrecked and we ran out of pots. I forgot to record the last part, but in summary, we got the 50. Yeah, sorry, just a quick interjection here. We didn't catch any of that on video, but we pressed escape and logged out just in the nick of time, right when we were about to die. And when we logged back on, we were at 4 HP. That's right. We were in the safe. We logged in. We got put on the safe platform. 4 HP. So we survived. And we just finished out the remainder of this quest with those 7k HP event pots, the coconut drink thing. And yeah, we just finished out those 50 weird medicine with vibes. And had we not done that, clutch play, we would have died and we would have not made it to level 43 because we just leveled up barely in the end. I think we had like 3% or something of excess. So I really wish we got that on camera. It sucks that I just wasn't thinking about it. Then I just stopped the recording and forgot to screen record again where we left off. But dang, that was so freaking cool. There's a lot of cool moments in this episode. And just another thing to interject in that I forgot to talk about is when we got our Icarus Cape reward, our equipped inventory was completely full, so the cape was all the way down at the bottom. So when we NPC'd all our items, our inventory was kind of at the top, and I thought we NPC'd our Icarus Cape. So we used the freaking buyback command, and we were looking through the shop for a solid 10 minutes, trying to locate if we had sold the cape or where the heck it had gone. And I was a little panicked. But it was in the inventory. We didn't end up selling it. It was just all the way down at the bottom of our inventory with a bunch of blank spots where we had NPC'd all of the items that we needed to. So end of interjection. Continue with the original commentary. Sorry. Weird medicine with vibes or whatever. Turned in the quest. We got the cape we wanted, the 10-speed Icarus Cape. We're not going to 100% this. No way. We're going to drop 60s on this or 30s for Dex. And we're going to hang on to our 5 Dex Raggedy Cape for now. But this will be a part of our scrolling bonanza at a coming episode. Okay. That wraps up episode 4. Super long episode, 2 parts. So thank you for coming by and checking it out. I appreciate you. And we'll see you in episode 5. And we'll go over our sort of game plan right at the beginning there of the next episode. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. Yeah, take care, and I hope you have a nice rest of your day. All right, bye.